Adventures, welcome back to another video. We are starting the ever famous Gloster Gladiator Mark 1 or 2 in Airfix 172 scale. Well, pretty much it was a dead heat between the BF 109, which is here, or the Gloster Gladiator, but in the end, because it was stuck and no one seemed to be voting on anything, I decided to let my father just have the casting vote, and he chose the Gloster Gladiator. So right, let's get started. Right, fellow ranchers, let's give these knee treaters their first use. Right. Just go slot straight onto there. Obviously, I haven't got no glue on it at the minute, but yeah, it's so much easier. That's all I've needed by the looks of it. Right, does that panel... that panel goes on before the seat, essentially. Right, let's get some glue in both places. So much easier. And bits fall on the floor, typical. One moment, guys. Don't worry, I'm not going to skip this bit because... Right. Yeah, definitely so much easier, even with my tremors. Yeah, there's two very good reasons why I don't go to 148 scale, everyone. One, it's because I don't have that's the space for 148 scale, and two is the price. Right, let's get back on with it. Because what I think we'll do is we will assemble it all together, paint it, the cockpit canopy, essentially, and then proceed on with the fuselage. So let's hit it. Right, fellow Rangers, yeah, pretty much. It's been made so much easier thanks to the Teresas to get this together already. Yes, I know it's not painted yet, but we will get on to that now in a bit, because first we'll get on to some work regarding the fuselage. Let's see, because I want to make sure that is fully dried first. I see. So we can actually have the door open. But I think for us, because it's an optional part to do, I don't think we'll do that. We will leave it closed, just to make my life a little bit easier. Right, let's go on with the guns on our fuselage and pretty much cut out our fuselage sections. Let's hit it. Right, my fellow Rangers, good news, and sadly not some good news. Yes, I got the right colour for the seat, but the rest of the cockpit I don't have, and double checking the colour, I'm actually believing that this colour is virtually identical to it. It's like a medium sea grey. So that is virtually on to what it actually is. So we'll get on with the paint. inches, everything is dry regarding the paint wise, so now all we got to do is essentially fit it all together into the fuselage. Right. There we go. A little bit back more, I think. There we are. That's it. Right. That's that one on. Now, essentially, Ravel glue don't take hardly any time to dry. So because we're doing the RAF variant, not the other one that's in there, this little nip by here, yeah, that one there needs to come off. As the RAF one does not have that one piece, whereas the other aircraft does. As it has it by there, so before we do that, I'll just double check, make sure that yep, it's got it on there, so that's fine. Right, let's get that off. It might be thin enough to, yeah. Yes, it is thin enough. So just simply do that and then just file it down where it was. While we're doing this, it's essentially giving the Ravel glue slightly a couple more minutes to harden up. Right. Should be able to get this all done within episode 1, I think. And the only thing that might take longer, might take a little bit longer, simply because this is a biplane, and I don't want to be struggling regarding painting the top wing and the bottom wing, so it might be painted individually before they go on together. But we'll go from there. Right. Now it looks like it needs to come a little bit forward because it wasn't exactly lining up. That's not the kit, that's me. That's that lined up. Get that lined up, and then we'll use our tweezers as to line up the actual bit by here. Oh, no, wait, I did have it right. Essentially, that comes forward, right? Oh, we'll come back now, guys. Right, fellow inches, yeah, essentially that had to be pulled forward a little bit more. I thought it was essentially this piece against that, but it wasn't where it is now. So that is all sorted. Now to the next piece, which is this. We'll get on with it now. Right, fellow inches, now we've got the fuselage on top of the lower wings, means now essentially it is build up the engine and then apply the struts and then tail controls. Also do that, and then we'll start getting some painting work done before we start even thinking about fitting the top wing, as that's going to be a nightmare trying to sort that out. So we'll get some of the painting done first before we do that. So let's crack on. Right, fellow inches, we will let the engine dry up a little bit more, and then we'll get a little drop of paint on it, as you are going to be able to see some of it through the nose, or through the propeller anyway. So while we're waiting for that to dry, there's two other things we can actually get on with while we're waiting for that. It is the struts regarding the wings. They can get done now, and get it done now essentially, so that we can then get on with the paint for next time. Yeah, I know this one has got a little bit. Let's see if that bit there. Apparently, according to the instructions, that's meant to be like that on this side. So I thought we will do. We'll get that fitted. I know it's next in the actual strut, but there is a reason for that. It's called, we'll leave that in for now, as it will make life so much easier assembling this part of art rather than trying to struggle to get him in line later. Even the instruction says that. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to follow what the instructions tell us to. Right. That's that done. Now all we can do for now is sort out the tail controls, which won't be too hard because it's just the tail fin itself and the actual ailerons. Right, that's that done there, and there and here. We'll assemble this now, and then essentially we will call it a day regarding assembly. But I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, please consider putting a like on the video, as it is very much appreciated. Also, if it is your first video of the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel, as our new goal now is to hit, hopefully, above 450 before Christmas. But we will soon see. Anyway, before we go, of course, we'll get our ailerons onto our Gladiator with the fin. Well, that makes life so much easier with them going in a particular way. Right. And there we are. Right, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. Like I said, please show your sign of support by putting a like on the video, as that is really very much appreciated. And also, again, that if it is your first video, please seriously consider subscribing, as the channel is growing very, very well now, and the goal is now to reach 450 before the end of the year. So, thank you very much for watching, guys and gals. You all take care, and from me and Gloster Gladiator here, Lone Ranger signing out.